y'all. Her mother should also be charged with identity theft because during the time of this woman's birth, her mother stole the identity of a South African mother to register herself and her daughter during the time. Come to find out, the documentation was fraudulent because it's identity theft. Then years later, you go to try to participate in the beauty pageant in South Africa.
Former Miss Universe Nigeria Miss Chidimma has once again appeared in the Cape Town Regional Court on this day after she got arrested on the 6th of June 2026 for allegedly staying in South Africa unlawfully. This allegation was made by the Department of Home Affairs of South Africa that clearly alleged that Ms. Chidimma and her minor son stayed in South Africa without any.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So it's another day. Let's talk about what is trending on the social media. Chidimma is trending again. Guess what? You know, South Africa Home Affairs, according to South Africa Home Affairs, they say she entered into South Africa illegally. So they have given her a certain period of time to self-deport herself, in which Chidimma has challenged her deportation. Guys, I see some South Africans in the comment section. Why are you fighting to stay in our country? Why don't you go back to your country? Mind you, this lady was born in South Africa. You all remember the white German lady who says she has been living in South Africa for the past 20 years. South Africa says, oh, you're now our own. You're not any longer a German. You are now our own. But if it is a black person, especially from Nigeria, you have problem with it. That means this lady is 23 or 24 years. She has spent all her life in this South Africa. She was born there. She is not your own just because she is black and she is from Nigeria. I just hope things goes well. I hope she wins this case because she has been in South Africa. She knows only South Africa as her own country. Nevertheless, in as much as Nigerians are so upset with her right now, because Nigerians were the one that pushed her out to that level. After South Africans rejected her, they gave her everything. If she would have still stayed in Nigeria, she would have gone far. Nigerians have big celebrities in their country. They would have pushed this lady. She's there in South Africa. They don't even give her ambassadorial. They don't give her anything just because of the hatred. But if this lady was still in Nigeria, she would have gone far. I don't know why even Nigerians are so upset. Have you seen Nigerians talking about it? Because she is on her own right now. Nigerians told her not to go back to that country. This girl assured Nigerians that she will not be going back. Only for Nigeria to discover that Chidimma was spotted in South Africa. She wants to stay in South Africa. She does not want to come to Nigeria. But Nigerians gave her the support she needs. Right now, Nigerians don't have anything. They cannot force her. If she wants to stay in South Africa, okay. If she says she wants to come back, it's fine for her. Nevertheless, guys, are you new on this channel? If you subscribe or no, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Please take a look and watch this video.
And you couldn't produce documentation to prove her citizenship, and that's why they disqualified her because she didn't have the appropriate documentation. She couldn't, she couldn't provide the documentation. Now she's going to court to try to stay in South Africa. This was a scam from the beginning. I don't know how old this lady is, but 20 years ago, 26 years ago, it was all a fraud. Whenever this woman was, born, I don't know her birthday, but I mean, did they document her birthday? But yeah, so since the beginning, her whole stay in South Africa been fraudulent, and her mother's, because you falsified documents, you stole people's identity. The mother should also be charged.
Legal status after being barred from being in South Africa. Now, things are going so south because Ms. Chidimma is expected to provide an affidavit that explains the ways, the methods, and what she has put in place to regularize her immigration status in South Africa based on information revealed to the general public by ENCA reporter Nobesutu Hejana. This is in an attempt to challenge the allegations made by the Department of Home Affairs in South Africa. Given that the Department of Home Affairs is expected her deportation case to be processed and Ms. Chidimma being deported back into Nigeria, we await for the court proceedings to actually go through the affidavit and go through the allegations from the Department of Home Affairs and finally tell us how the deportation is going to take place. What are your thoughts based on this information? I'm going to be reading you all in the comment section.
So Chidimma went to court today. Home Affairs, I think, has sent a deportation order. Normally, a deportation order would be, hey, we want you to leave the country, and we have so many days to leave the country by yourself. basically to self-deport. If you don't self-deport, we will deport you. And then they give you time and to be able to challenge that decision. And I think that is what Chidimma was doing today at court, I think regional court, sitting as an immigration court, where she will basically go and challenge that decision and try to make sure that the deportation order is stayed. But for Home Affairs, they have to prove that they have a rational basis to want to deport her. And I'm thinking, I think that I am a reasonable person. If I were faced with a decision of deporting Chidimma, would I deport her? And the answer is no. Because what are you going to show? What will be your basis for trying to deport her? Are you going to say, oh, she entered the country illegally? No, she did not enter the country illegally. She was a child. If she entered at 3 years old, I'm not sure if she entered at 3 years old or she was born here. If she was born here, then it even defeats your whole reasoning, because she did not even enter the country through her parents illegally. And then you go and say, okay, did she try to circumvent your immigration law by staying in the country illegally? No. As far as she knew, she was a South African, she had all the papers, and she was legal. And there's no evidence to show that she did not know that she was not a South African and that she was not legal. And then you try to look and say, okay, is she a criminal? Is she a person that you don't necessarily want in the country? No. She's the most beautiful woman in South Africa or in Africa. She was voted as such. So what basis would you say that is a person that you do not desire in your country? There is no rational basis to say we do not want her in the country, because you cannot prove that she has committed any of your laws. Well, you could say that, well, she has recently entered through Mozambique, the country again, after you have mentioned that you don't want her anymore. But she could say, that is the only country that I know. That is the only country that I have. So do I believe that Home Affairs will win that deportation order so that it can be effected? I don't think so. But what do I know? I don't know much. But I do not think that it is a rational decision for the Home Affairs to try and deport the person from a country, the only country that she has ever known as her home. I don't think it is rational. I don't think it is within the spirit of the Constitution. And I don't think if she was to fail at the regional court and appeal somewhere, that Home Affairs will actually succeed. I don't think so. But I don't understand why they pick in this fight. I don't understand why is this a hill that you want to die on. This is a girl who has international acclaim, who is not bothering anyone, who adds value to the country. Why are you so hell-bent in kicking her out? I don't understand what is going on. There are so many people that you can try to go after, Mcebo being one, but why are they so hell-bent in trying to go after a person who does not break your laws and actually is a model and goes into international events and bring value into the country? What is it that bothers you about her? So that I don't get. So let's see how it goes. But I hope that she wins her case, because what has happened to her is really unfair.
So, guys, you've listened to what some South Africans have to say. Some South Africans, they are not in support of this. So, but as it is a Nigerian that is involved, South Africans are definitely going to hate. You think if it was a white person, they'll be dragging her, oh, go back to your country? When South Africans have a lot of immigrants who don't have documents in their country, but just because she's a Nigerian, oh, she's a beautiful lady now, she's successful. South Africans will be saying, oh, go back, go back where? Go back where? To be honest, and Nigerians, they say don't stay long where you don't belong. If some people, you're living somewhere they don't want to go you back, because you know we know how South African operate. You might just hear that, oh, Chidimma has been gone down in so and so place. So for her own safety, she values her life. Let her just come back to Nigeria. Stay where you are welcome. Stay where they are. Oh my God. Let this lady come back to Nigeria. This is my own advice. I don't care how long she has lived in South Africa. There are some people who have lived in that same South Africa for America for 30 years, but they deported them, right? So you cannot say, oh, you've lived all your life in this country, you don't want to go back. Please, if they don't want you, Chidimma, come back home. Nigerians are willing to accept you home. You have a country, come back. If they don't want to accept you there, come back, my sister. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comments. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you guys. Bye for now.